Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all are doing good. I want to talk to y'all about Barry Bonds. Transitioning from that last video I did, that was tough. That was an emotional one. I kind of got a little teary eyed a little bit. I don't know if y'all could see it. If you did, whatever. But that was emotional. Dealing with Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant's deaths, the 2 year commemoration. But moving along. First off, hit the like button. Go ahead and smash that like button. Drop your comments here and whenever you get a chance, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Brother need the love and support, so please go ahead and subscribe. But meanwhile, smash that like button. In the meantime, smash that like button. Anyways, yeah. So Barry Bonds is shut out from the Hall of Fame. I'm not surprised. Uh, Funny story. So, quick story. So, in 2017, I believe it was 2017, I met Mr. Barry Bonds. I counted him. When I was working in San Francisco, there was an event. One of the companies that was in the building where I was working had an event, and so they brought all these famous sports figures. Uh, Legendary Oakland pitcher, Oakland A's pitcher, Vida Blue was there. Real nice man. Real nice man. Bill Romanowski, the ex Bronco and Raider, he was there. Um, Worried about him though, because I think he may be suffering through CTE because I was explaining things to him and it wasn't quite registering. So his wife was like, she kind of alluded to it, but I think he may be suffering from CTE. But anyway, he was there. Said Vita Blue, uh, Chris Davis, that jerk, uh, former Oakland A's player. Forgot what position he played. It doesn't matter. Kaleem Azabuki, former Warrior, now commentator. He's on Warrior TV on Bay News Sports, in the NBC affiliate. Real nice dude, real nice cat. Of course, Donald Foyle. So all of them were there. Real nice man. Donald Foyle silly, likes to crack jokes. Happy-go-lucky type of dude. Real good man. So Barry Bonds was there, and I go to extend my hand to shake his hand. I said, hey, Mr. Bonds, I'm a big fan. Congrats on breaking the home run record, yada yada. It's a pleasure, to see you and meet you. And I go to reach out my hand to him, and he kind of looks at me up and down and was like, Negro, how dare you extend your hand to me? Do you know I'm Barry Bonds? And you should be honored to be in my presence. I'm not gonna shake your hand. I'll shake the help's hand, the hired help, because I'm better than you. This is the attitude um that he was giving out. Like he was so much better than me, that he was up here and now I'm like, I'm not even worthy to be on the same to share the same airspace as him, pretty much. And other people were around and they looked at him and they looked at me and they looked at him. It's like, really? Really? Is this what we're doing now? So from that encounter, I lost all respect for Barry Bonds as a human being. I think he's a jerk, a royal douchebag. That's just my opinion. Um, but beside him being a jerk and a royal douchebag, the man was a great baseball player. We cannot deny that. The man broke Hank Aaron's home run record. Come on, he broke the man's record. Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He does. He deserves to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There's no question. There isn't any argument from me. There's no doubt in my mind he should be in there. He should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. No doubt. The Hall of Fame alive him being, a good person or a decent human being, that's debatable. I mean, people, close friends may think, hey, he's a good dude. But just my encounter with him, the dude is a royal douchebag and he's a A+ jerk. He is. Barry Bonds is a huge jerk. My opinion, some may feel different, but my encounter with him, he was a jerk. But being a jerk and being a royal douchebag, hell, even having ties to the Ku Klux Klan shouldn't exclude you from the Baseball Hall of Fame. I mean, because we got to separate the profession from the person. Great baseball player, Barry Bonds, the greatest, one of the greatest ever played. He broke the home run record. He should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I cannot specify that and be crystal clear about that enough. Barry Bonds should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He is a Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. No argument for me. He is. But as far as a decent human being, well, like I said, going back to those who had ties to a terrorist organization, the Ku Klux Klan was one Ty Cobb, played for my hometown Detroit Tigers. There were reports that he had ties to the Klan down in Georgia, which is where he was from. He was from Georgia. Um, yeah, it's ties that Ty Cobb had ties to the Ku Klux Klan. Um, that he was a horrible human being. He used to fight his former team. He used to fight teammates, fight other players. That he was a hot tempered individual. I've heard stories about this, read stories about it, I should say. But yet and still, Ty Cobb is in the Hall of Fame. One of the greatest shortstops to ever play the game, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Even though we know he was had ties to a terrorist organization, the Ku Klux Klan, but he's in there. Barry Bonds, well, he took steroids, this and that. He may have, he may haven't. We don't have any proof of it. He probably did. But why is this barring this man from the Hall of Fame? Roger Clemens. These men deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose, for God's sakes. Charlie Hustle himself. The man won World Series for two franchises, the Cincinnati Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies. The man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. The man is the all-time hits leader. That record would not be broken. He has over 4,300 hits. This is Pete Rose. The man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care if he gambled, bet on baseball, whatever. See, baseball, they want to do this thing with morals. You have to be a outstanding and outstanding, upholding citizen of the community in order to get into the Hall of Fame. Your stats and your criteria be damned. Because, like I said, Pete Rose has over 4,300 hits. Barry Bonds is the all-time home run king. Roger Clemens, his records. What more do you need to prove? What more do you need to get into the Hall of Fame? Look at these men's, look at their body of work. All three of these men, look at their body of work. Betting on baseball, steroids, be damned. Excuse me, y'all, my dog is barking, so please forgive me. Steroids and gambling on baseball, whatever, be damned. Forget all that. You should get in the Baseball Hall of Fame on your body of work that you put in for baseball. And these men put in the body of work. They far exceeded the expectations. That alone should get you in the Hall of Fame. I don't care about what Pete Rose did. I don't care what Roger Clemens did. I don't care what Barry Bonds did. What did they do in the game of baseball? What do they stats say? Their stats still matter. You haven't erased their stats. So put them in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, I know I went off on, I'm talking about Pete Rose and Roger Clemens, but this is basically about Barry Bonds. That's what this video is about because it makes no damn sense. You have a man that would, if that's the case, if uh being an outstanding and outstanding and citizen is the case, then why the hell is Ty Cobb in the Hall of Fame? Why the hell is Babe Ruth in the Hall of Fame? And many, many others. Why are they in the Hall of Fame? Why? You mean to tell me all those players that played back in the 19 teens, the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, up until now, they've been outstanding individuals. They've been upheld the law and been just the grade A citizens to society. Give me a damn break. Give me a break. Yet they're in the Hall of Fame, and rightfully so. Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He does. We could talk about how he may be how he's a douchebag to many others he may not be. That has nothing to do with his body of work for baseball. That has absolutely nothing to do with that. Barry Bonds could be crass toward the media. Yes, the late great Pedro Gomez. I never forget it. He used to give this poor man grief. Barry Bonds used to give Pedro Gomez grief. But Pedro kept pestering Barry Bonds about steroids, about different things. And so Barry Bonds just would let him have it. He said, enough is enough. Rest in peace, Pedro. But I mean, he was not friendly to the media. But so damn what? Put the man in the Hall of Fame. I'm not surprised by it. I mean, every time his name comes up, oh, he was denied because the writers did not like Barry Bonds. The media hated Barry Bonds. He wasn't a media darling. Let's not fool ourselves. He just wasn't. But so damn what? I'm sure these other men that's in the Hall of Fame, these white boys that's in there, I'm sure they weren't. I'm sure they weren't. They probably was worse than Barry Bonds. But you got him in there. Your body of work is what should matter in baseball. Not if you're a nice person, if you smile, if hey media, yes, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, that's yes, sir, yes, sir, that's yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. None of that matters. You laughing at corny jokes and being friendly with the media and smiling and giggling and sniggling and when you don't have to, showing your pearly whites or yellows, whatever, that don't matter. That shouldn't matter. Your body of work in baseball is what should matter. What did you do when you played the game? What did you contribute? Let's look at your criteria. That's what should matter. Your criteria, your resume. And Barry Bonds damn sure has the resume to get in. So does Roger Clemens. So does Pete Rose. But whatever. This is the world we live in. Um, Fair is, this is not a fair world. It's just not. My dad told me that at a very young age. This man is not fair. They're not fair. They play by a different set of rules. They do. The rules that they set for you are not the rules that they abide by. They have a whole nother set of rules and they change them. They always moving the goalposts. They always changing the rules. And we should know this. But in any event, smash that like button, smash it down, drop your comments, and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Our brother needs the love and support. But hit that like button for me if you can. In any event, I'm going to hop off of here. Thank you for listening. Like I always say, we don't have to agree, but let's disagree without being disagreeable. Let's do that, y'all. And drop your comments below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. All right. Thank you, and God bless you. And love you much. And I'm out. Take care. Love you much. Peace.